We have the ultimate guide on how to crush pineapple chunks quickly and efficiently. In this very informative video, we will look at the two best techniques for crushing pineapples. One uses an appliance, but the other doesn't need any special tools. What do you need crushed pineapple for? First, you have to understand what crushed pineapple is and how it differs from pineapple chunks. Regardless of the form you buy the pineapple chunks in, they all come from a fresh pineapple. Pineapple chunks have a very crisp texture that is quite hard sometimes. This is worsened if the pineapple is preserved in sugar syrup. The pieces are also very large. They are usually cut from slices or rings of pineapple. Chunks have their own set of uses, including being a garnish, going into a jam, creating a delicious salad, or being a topping for a dish. However, some dishes require finer pieces of pineapple. Chunks will be, well, too chunky. It won't bring across a delicate mouthfeel and flavor that may be needed. Crushed pineapple is often used in mixed drinks like cocktails, in smoothies for texture, in cake and pastry fillings, and for delicate toppings for items like cupcakes. You can make smoother jams or coulis. And it has a bunch of savory uses too. Crushed pineapple is a great size to make dipping sauces with. But samosa or dumpling fillings are also great options. Not to mention basting sauces, marinades, dressings, and salsas. Method 1. How to crush pineapple chunks with a food processor. For the first method, you will need a food processor. Don't worry if you don't have one. Just go have a look at method 2. A blender won't work for this method. Blenders, juicers, and food processors are completely different appliances that are used for different reasons. The products that they create are completely different. Only a food processor will work to make crushed pineapple from chunks. This method is quick and very easy. And it doesn't make a massive mess like some other methods you can use. But you need a food processor and you cannot accurately control how crushed the pineapple becomes. Step by step. Step 1. Crush your pineapple. Place your pineapple chunks into the food processor. Then, give it a few pulses. Do this manually so that you can control exactly how crushed the chunks become. Otherwise, an automatic setting may completely pulverize the pineapple into a slushy chunky juice. Step 2. Strain the pineapple. Depending on what you want to use the crushed pineapple for, you may need to strain it. For example, if the pineapple is going directly into a cake batter, the excess pineapple juice will change the consistency of the recipe. Place the crushed pineapple into a sieve that is placed over a bowl or container. Then, gently press it using the back of a spoon or a spatula. Method 2. How to crush pineapple chunks with a knife. Another way to crush pineapple chunks is to chop them up using a sharp knife. This is also a great way to brush up on your chopping skills. It is a technique that requires a bit more time and elbow grease. Not to mention it can be messy. But you will be able to precisely control how to crush pineapple chunks into various textures. Step by step. Step 1. Chop up the pineapple chunks. Drain the pineapple chunks before chopping them. Otherwise, you will lose a lot of juice. Place the pineapple chunks on the chopping board. Then, first cut them into smaller pieces. Keep repeating the superficial chopping until it becomes a coarser crushes texture. Then, you can begin chopping without paying much mind to where you are chopping. Continue until you have the right side of the crushed pineapple you are looking for. Step 2. Drain the pineapple. Drain the crushed pineapple in a sieve exactly as we have described in the previous method. Tips and tricks. If your pineapple is exceptionally hard, especially if you are working with fresh pineapple pieces, you can leave it at room temperature until it softens. Unripe pineapple takes about 1 to 2 days, so use this as your frame of reference. Just keep the container closed or unopened if you are doing this. You don't want rapid bacterial growth. So, we know we said no blender can work for crushing pineapple, but there is an exception. Only blenders that have chop settings can be used for this technique. Otherwise, it will completely juice the chunks. You don't have to drain the crushed pineapple. We simply recommend doing so at first for some recipes. You can always add pineapple juice to a dish later. But if you simply put everything in at once, you cannot easily remove it. Pineapple chunks and crushed pineapple isn't always interchangeable. So try to get the right consistency with our methods before unintentionally ruining a recipe. If you liked this video, don't forget to like and subscribe.